Hey everyone, it's Floss, welcome back. Quick review. This review is of Cora Carmack's Losing It. I bought this from Booktopia. It was on sale and they had a free shipping, so I bought it. Yay! I've loved Cora Carmack's Rusk University series. Starts with All Lined Up and continues on. I've done a review on my channel, which I'll link to below. And so I went into this kind of excited. It's new adult and I enjoy that genre from time to time, and I had a bad experience recently with a bad new adultish kind of novel, so I was looking forward to kind of maybe coming back. Sadly, this disappointed me, maybe because I put too much emphasis on my enjoyment of Cora Carmack, and I was expecting that. This is, interestingly, her first book, and I can kind of tell the difference between now having read her subsequent novels, not in this series, but in other series. I can definitely tell she's evolved as a writer, and that's really good to see, actually, as opposed to repeating the same mistakes which other people have done, as I have covered. This is the story of Bliss Edwards, who is a theatre major. She is heading into her final year and she is still a virgin and she's not happy about it. It's not a case of she's saving herself for marriage or a religious issue, it's just that she hasn't found the right guy, and that's totally fine. She and her friend decide to go out one night and she just decides she's going to get it over with. She's going to lose her virginity to a nice guy at the bar and that'll be fine. She ends up flirting with a guy reading Shakespeare in a pub scenario, and they almost have sex. They don't, because she freaks out and pretends to have a fake cat and rushes out. The next day she goes to class, and who is the new drama theatre person? The guy she almost had sex with in the bar. His name is Garrick, and what it follows on is them trying to resist their feelings for each other while also not very successfully. She has a few friends, including a guy who's quite keen on her. He professes his love. It doesn't go so well because she's obviously by this stage well into feeling very strongly for Garrick, and they end up getting together. Shock. Spoiler. Sorry, I should have said that, spoiler. It's a new adult romance. It would be weird if they didn't end up together. Anyway, what I liked about this book, I liked this discussion of Bliss and her end of year. What was she going to do with her life? Deciding whether she was actually going to be brave and be an actress, or was she going to go and do study, like was she going to be a stage manager kind of thing? What else? Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was just it was a light story, and that was probably what disappointed me, in that Cora Carmack's novels I've expected more from, in that there's been more depth to the Rusk University ones that I've read. This was really light on characterization, both Bliss sort of, but more the friends and everybody around her. So the only two characters that existed were Bliss and Garrick, really, in this book, that had any more layers of depth, and even then Garrick's motivations were pretty slim. Besides, they both really liked each other. It was a fair bit of required of instant love, if not strong, that kind of I didn't see in the connection that they had on that first night. I get there was banter and there was flirtiness, but I didn't get the payoff of them risking so much to get to more. Anyway, yeah, it was a fast read. It's pretty short. Would I recommend this? Maybe as an ebook, maybe as if it was in the beach stop and you wanted to read it. I would actually probably recommend her Rusk University series as a far better, far more developed, far more evolved series with a better cast of characters, better characterization, a bigger thought of plot. There was, this was really light in terms of there weren't that many problems to get them in the way. There wasn't enough tension that I thought, from what the premise was of Teacher, it felt like a first book, and that's not necessarily a criticism. It's just maybe if you've read her other books and you come into this, don't expect the same thing, and that's probably again on me, the reader, with expectations. There are other books in this series that follows some of the characters on. I don't really think I'll read them. I don't really have any interest in that. I read the synopsis of book 2 and a couple of reviews for it, and it kind of confirmed that, again, this was still an author developing her structure and her style and her skills. And so, yeah, not so sold. But if you have read this and liked it, there are more out there, go read them. But it's losing it. It's Cora Carmack. It's from Ibu Press, which is Random House in Australia, and it is available now.